Hey everybody, Mrs. Wagner here. Sorry that I have not been at school. I hope to return sometime later this week. Okay, so I thought that I would go through your study guide that you worked on yesterday and for you to check your answers on your study guide and make sure that you have accurate answers and then that you are prepared for your quiz tomorrow, Wednesday. So let's take a look at number one. It says to define volume. So let's make sure that we are providing a definition, not just the formula for volume, but what is volume. And volume is defined as the amount of space an object takes up. Number two, how many milliliters does each increment or line measure in this graduated cylinder? So as we look at the graduated cylinder, we start at 20, so this is kind of how we can figure it out. I find the number that I can read, what they give me, which is 20, and I know that the next number given is 40. And so somehow I have to get from 20 to 40 by counting the milliliter lines. And if I can do that by one, then each line measures 1 milliliter. So let's see if I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I can count by ones and there are 10 lines, then I only get to 30, but I need to get to 40. So that tells me that the lines have to be more than 1 milliliter. So let's try counting by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And that would work to get from 20 to 40. So each line is worth 2 milliliters. So if each line is worth 2 milliliters and I need to figure out how much water is shown in this graduated cylinder, I'll count by twos till I get to the bottom of the meniscus. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so from 20 counting up, adding 8, the amount of milliliters is 28. Third one, Chloe puts 2 equal-sized marbles in a graduated cylinder containing 50 milliliters of water. The water level rises up to 70 milliliters. What's the volume of both marbles? And there we are at 50 and rises up to 70. Okay, well, it went up 20 milliliters. So the marbles are 20. And remember, it's got to be cubic centimeters for volume of a solid object. Therefore, each marble, if there are 2 of them and they're equal sized, each marble is 10 cubic centimeters. Number 4, Jacob is measuring the volume of an irregularly shaped object. What is the volume of the water before Jacob puts the object in it? I can see that the volume of the water is 80 milliliters. And so the volume of the object, because it rose up to 100 milliliters, and that's a difference of 20 milliliters, the object is 20 cubic centimeters. And I do not know what that is. A piece of gold, maybe? Number 5, the measuring tool used to measure volume is called a graduated cylinder. Number 6, this image shows a graduated cylinder being read from 3 different angles. Which is the best position for accurately reading the cylinder? We know that we need to read it at eye level, so that would be this middle position that's called position 2. Number 7, how do you calculate the volume of a cube? This is where you would put in the formula for figuring out volume of a rectangular object. So length times width times height. What is the volume of this box? So if we use that formula, length times width times height, we would measure out 6 times 4 times 5. It doesn't matter the order in which you multiply, you're still going to come up with 120 cubic centimeters. How many milliliters is 27 cubic centimeters? It is a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you have 27 cubic centimeters, it's the same as 27 milliliters. When should you use cubic centimeters? It is for a solid three-dimensional object. And when should you use milliliters? When you are measuring liquids, water, oil, whatever the liquid is, you would use milliliters. That's it. Have a great day, everyone. Don't forget about your quiz tomorrow.